from Thomas' story, Kutanad 1920s, I'm going to move a little closer home to my own life. And admittedly, I've had a rather colorful life. And this story is from early from my life. To be more precise, from the time when I spent working as a bartender. 17 years as a bartender. So, being a bartender is a bit like being a therapist. If you know what I mean. Because people like to open up to bartenders. I'm sure some of you might have done it. And I've done it several times. And you learn so many new things. I mean, it's not only about mixing drinks. You learn so much about life. So, for a long time, I worked in this little bar called Highness. Rather unimaginative name, right? People came there to get high. I think that was the reason. 17 years. So, if you want to ask me at any time for a recipe for a nutty navel or a more creative Long Island iced tea, please, let's go offline and you can ask me for it. But at the end of 17 years, I became a little, jaded as a bartender. I said, this is time to move on. So, about a week before I left, I put in my papers and I was on the verge of leaving. A week before I left, I was standing behind the bar counter. Well, you'll have to excuse me. I'm standing behind the bar counter doing what all barmen do.
Mic is off. Mic is off.
So I'm standing behind the bar counter doing what all good barmen do, polishing the glasses. There's no end to how much a barman can polish the glasses. It almost looked like Lerodary, but I was polishing the glasses. Just about 5 or 6 days onto my last day. And I saw the bar door swing open, and this boy walks in, all of 13 or 14 years. He walks straight into the bar, so confident, looking like the place belonged to him. He comes straight to the bar counter and asks me, where can I make Pramod Shankar? I said, you're looking at him. He gave me this packet and he said, a couple of weeks ago my dad passed away and he wanted me to give you this packet. And he flipped around on his heels and as self-assuredly as he had come, he vanished the next moment. And as soon as he had left, I opened the packet and I took it out. It was his beret. It was his grey beret. As I put on the beret and thought about it, a lot of thoughts came flooding back to me. In fact, my dear friends, I went back 17 years to the week after I had joined, just about a few days into my new job as bartender, the young bartender of the Highness. Just about a few days into it. I was again doing the same thing, polishing my glasses, thinking about what white cocktails to make that day. Because my boss had told me they're expecting a lot of Korean sailors, a lot of rowdy bunch of Korean sailors were expected that day. You have to make some interesting cocktails. So I was thinking about it, a little nervous because I was not really familiar with what the Korean sailors would like. Polishing my glasses, thinking about it. Then I heard the tinkle of a cycle bell outside and I looked out to the glass window. And I saw this man dismounting from his bicycle, ramrod straight, fit as a fiddle. Look of determination on his face, clean shape. And he got out on the cycle, leaned the cycle on the telegraph pole, walked in, came straight inside. It was almost like he knew where to sit. I was sure he was coming to the bar for the first time, but he had decided where he was going to sit. He came straight to the table and he sat down. And he leaned back and he took a deep breath. And he was wearing this beret on his head. Ladies and gentlemen, he was wearing his beret on his head. At that moment, something told me that this guy is an ex-serviceman, he's a veteran. He had veteran written all over him. It could be the fact that he had that, battle-ready look on his face. Something about him told me that he's seen a lot of life. In fact, the more I looked at him, the more he reminded me of one of my favorite songs. Can you hear this, the gambler?
On a warm summer evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns to stare out the window at the darkness. Before the moment took us, he began to speak. He said, "Son, I made my life out of reading people's faces, knowing what their cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind me saying, see your out faces for a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you something wise." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bought a cigarette and asked me for a light. The night grew deadly white. His face lost all expression. "Gonna play the game, boy. You gotta learn to play it right. You gotta know when to roll, know when to fold it, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Now every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. And every hand's a winner, just like every hand's a loser. And the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. You gotta know when to hold, know when to fold it, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. And when he finished speaking, he turned back towards the window, crushed out a cigarette and faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. And in his final words, I found an age that I could keep. You gotta know when to hold it, know when to fold it, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Okay, that was really lovely. So you can imagine what the man would look like, right? So every Wednesday on clockwork he would arrive at 6:30 in the evening. If there was a time on 6:30, he would be there at 6:30 on a Wednesday evening. He would come, park his cycle, come inside, wearing this very confident walk as the world belonged to him. He would come and sit there, and he would order something very special. Right from the first day he walked in, when he beckoned me to him with a quick tilt of his eye, he ordered 2 large old monks, 1 bucket of ice, 1 bottle of thumbs up, and 2 cups of lemon. The first day I took his order, I was a little puzzled. You find all kinds of kinky people coming into the bar. People who order 2 large old monks at the same time. We could always order the second one after some time, right? But he made it a point to order 2 together. And the other astonishing thing was, when the order arrived, he would push one old monk to the other extreme of the table. And he would keep his own old monk close to him. And he would take a long sip of the old monk. He'll relax. And through the evening, he'll have about 3 or 4 old monks every Wednesday. But by the time I locked up the bar at 12:30 in the night, I would have the rather unenviable task of pouring that old monk which he hadn't touched down the drain. And every night I would think, what a waste of a beautiful day. So it went on. Wednesday after Wednesday he would come on the same bicycle, looking as cocky and cocksure as ever. Come to the table and he would order. What would he order?
Yeah, bucket of ice, Pepsis, lemon, two lemon.
Awesome, awesome. The next drink is on me. Yeah, he would order, but every night I had the enviable task of pouring it out. So time went by, almost 4 or 5 years passed. And we also grew a little close. The captain, I used to call him the captain. Captain was not the most approachable person in the world. I mean, somehow he gave the feeling that he did not really relish a long conversation. But I would still go and talk to him, especially when I wanted advice. Once, when I thought I was on the verge of getting married, I went and asked him, Captain, do you think I should, tie the knot? Get hitched, whatever else. He said, why do you want to do that? You're having fun, right? I mean, look at this. You have the most beautiful bar in the world. You have people like me coming here regularly. You mix the wildest cocktails. Why do you want to get hitched? And I listened to him. I think somewhere along the line, I also became a little friendly with him because he reminded me of my own dad who had passed. Okay? But time went like that. I mean, it went off in a flash. Till one day, I still remember I was behind the bar. I still remember I was mixing a martini. This man had come in and asked me for a 3 olive martini. For some strange reason, I was cleaning the olives and I'm mixing the martini and I'm putting it there. And the band, there was a live band, the Navy band had come and they were playing one of my favorite songs.
You can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the identical track. You can smile every smile for the man who held your hand beneath the pale light. But don't forget to stay in the home and it moves out your body. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But when we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. But don't forget to stay in you home, and it proves out you're gonna be. Darling, save the last dance for me. Don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I'll never let you go. I love you so much. You can dance, hold and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he take them home? Please tell him no. 'Cause don't forget to stay in your home, and it moves on to gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. 'Cause don't forget to stay in your home, and it moves on to gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. The last dance for me.
So friends, as you can well imagine, such a magical song was playing in the bar. and couples were drawing closer. There was romance in the air. It was so magical. For me, it was very hard to stand behind the bar and do something as prosaic as mixing drinks. I was lost in that melody. But precisely at that moment, I heard the bar door open. There was a wish, there was a huge switch of purple. It was almost like the thunder had struck the bar. The bar was opened again once more. And the most beautiful woman I've seen in my life entered the bar. I still remember she was wearing a shimmery satin purple dress. She was so beautiful I can't describe her. And she walked in, I could hear the sound of the high heels on the floor, on the marble floor. And I followed her as she walked across the floor. She looked around again as if the world belonged to her. She spotted the captain's table, made a beeline to the table, went there, pulled back the chair opposite the captain, sat down, put a hand on the table, took the glass of bouillon, and took one long sip from there. Believe me, ladies and gentlemen, believe me, I have not seen the captain after that. After that night, when that band played Save the Last Dance for me, I have not seen the captain. I have not seen this lady ever in my life. But 7 years later, a week before I was about to walk out of the bar the last time, the bar doors open again, and this boy of about 14 or 15 walks in. Comes straight to me, looks me in the eye, and tells me, my father passed away 2 weeks ago, and he wanted me to give you this back. Thank you.